gosh. By question 200, I was like, what is going on? Why am I still answering these questions? Like, I was done. I checked out completely. Like, my brain was fried.
I'm getting high, closer to my dream. I'm getting higher and higher, feel it in my sleep. Sometimes.
So this video is mainly for my nursing school graduates, the ones who are getting ready to prepare and take the NCLEX. I just wanted to get on here and share with y'all the things that I use in order to pass the NCLEX for the first time. So there's 3 things I used to study for the NCLEX. The first one being the Hearst review. So with the Hearst review, I didn't actually go to the review. I just used the one that they had from like 5 years ago. I realized that the old one and the new one have the same material, same content, same everything. So that was definitely a plus. Didn't have to spend my money just to go sit in the class for a few hours. And so the way I would study the Hearst review, in the book there was like a little over 200 pages with all the different systems of the body. So like the neural system, cardiovascular, respiratory, renal, gastrointestinal. And with each system, there's an audio that went with it. And so the way I would study it, I would probably go over like 3 systems a day. So for instance, like neuro, renal, and gastrointestinal. And each system, there would be like fill in the blanks. So if I was studying gastrointestinal, I would listen to the gastrointestinal audio as well to go with it. And I would fill in the blanks and also write like little side notes, like things I thought that were important that I got out of the audio. So yeah, I would do that for each system. And then after I would do that, I would, what would I do? Oh, after I would go over each system and listen to each system's audio, I would basically focus on one for about an hour or so just to really get it down. And then I would act like I'm teaching it, like to a class, a fake class, like just talking out loud basically. I feel as though if I'm able to teach somebody material that I just learned, then I know what I'm talking about. Like I know the material, it's stuck, it's there. So that's what I would do. And for like a week straight, I would only do Hearst review. Only Hearst review. And I would try to get every single system down. I'm more so of a like, the way I like to study is go over things more than once, or listen to things more than once, or read over things more than once. That's how I like to study because it kind of sticks to me better that way, as well as doing the teaching thing. Because if you teach somebody something you learn, like I said, then you know the material. Something else that I used to study for the NCLEX was UWorld. Let me tell you something about UWorld. Bless whoever made UWorld. Thank God for you, whoever you are that invented UWorld, because UWorld is the GOAT. Okay, UWorld for real helped me with the NCLEX, like big time. You know how towards the end of nursing school, like, you know, you're getting ready to graduate and your professors are trying to get you ready to take NCLEX and all that, and they're telling you like, make sure you're doing questions every day because it'll help you. No, sis, you need to be doing UWorld questions every day because it will help you, okay? So a little bit about UWorld. It's basically a question bank, and it has different packages that you can buy, so you can do it on your laptop or download the app on your phone. And the package I bought, it costs $159, and it came with over 2,000 questions. It was a 60-day word bank that came with 2,000 questions, and it also came with a one assessment test, I believe. The least amount of questions you can answer on UWorld is 10, and the most is 100. So I would just download the app on my phone, and if I was out and about, I'd be answering questions. If I was in the car but I wasn't the one driving, answering questions. I used to be a patient care tech before I became a nurse, and if I had downtime at work, I'm answering questions. Just answer your questions, sis. Period. Answer your questions. But with the questions, so say you were to get something wrong, at the end of the question, it'll be a rationale. So the rationale is going to tell you why the answer is wrong, basically, and what answer is right. And so when I'm using UWorld, I would just have like this booklet or notebook or whatever, and I would write down all the ones I got wrong in the rationale. So eventually I would just go over all of them just to have like a little refresher, you know, something else to study. And so the assessment test, I took that like 2 days before I took the actual NCLEX. And it basically tells you your probability or whatever of passing the NCLEX. And so it's 100 questions. And after I got done, it gave me I think it said a good chance of passing NCLEX. So that was like middle. I was like, okay, I guess that's not too bad. But hey, your girl passed the NCLEX. The third thing I used to study for the NCLEX is this guy named Klimek or Klimek. Not really sure how you say his last name, but with his review, he's mainly giving you tips and tricks on how to remember certain things or how to answer questions you've never seen before, because you will see that on the NCLEX. You will see it. I swear I felt like all my questions were questions I've never seen before or heard of. I was like, I swear I came across the question. I was like, what is this? Like, what? But yeah, he's not gonna really teach you things that you've already learned in nursing school. It's impossible to try and remember everything you've learned. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. So yeah, he'll basically help you remember things. Like for instance, in nursing school I had a hard time remembering the signs and symptoms of hyper versus hyponatremia, and he has a really good trick on how to remember that. So I definitely liked him for that. He also has like something called the blue book and the yellow book, and they have like questions in them. I didn't really use those. I might have skimmed over a few, but I really didn't use them like that. I more so just used his review. It was very, very helpful, very beneficial, very beneficial. So with the Klimek review and with the Hearst review and UWorld, I only studied for a month, 4 weeks. That was it. So I would use the Hearst review for 1 week. While I was studying Hearst review for that week, I'd be answering questions as well off of UWorld during that week. Then next week I would do Klimek, and then I'd also be answering questions off of UWorld. And I would just be alternating back and forth. But I would go over every single thing. The least amount of questions you can get on the NCLEX is 75, and the most is 265. And your girl had all 265, okay? All of them. All of them. But it is definitely doable. When I first hit go on that first question, ooh, the prayers start rolling, okay? Because I was scared. I mean scared. By question 200, I was over it. You get like 6 hours to take the NCLEX. I used all 6. All 6. All 6. And when I walked out that test room and I got down to my car, I cried. Because I was like, yeah, I failed it. I'll be retaken. I'll see you when I see you. I felt real defeated. But they say if you have that feeling after taking the NCLEX, then you did good. And so I waited, you know, those couple days and found out I passed. It was nothing but God. Nothing but God. I'm trying to tell y'all. So yeah, those are the things that I used in order to study for the NCLEX and pass it in the first try. I know everything doesn't work for everybody, and that's okay, because what I used and what I did may not work for you, and that's all right. That's all right. But it may work for somebody else, and that's what I'm hoping for. And if it is, if it does, then I serve my purpose. Well, that's the end of this video, y'all. I hope y'all liked it. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll See you in my next video.